What's up, guys? This is Sim with Vengeance, and I'm back here with some more Madden NFL 15 Buccaneers franchise. And today, ladies and gentlemen, the 11-2 Buccaneers are taking on the 2-11 Atlanta Falcons. We face these guys one more time in a couple weeks in the regular season. Week 15, we're looking really good. We want that home field advantage. We cannot lose for the rest of the year, it seems like. So we got to be really careful. We cannot let our foot off the gas. Even in the final regular season game when things could certainly look like we could take a day off, but I highly doubt that's ever going to be the case because, goddamn, every team in the NFC is looking really good. So you take a look at the NFC, you got the Eagles, Packers, Lions, Cardinals, Seahawks. Saints have a slim chance, but I would count them out at this point, really. Just count them out. I've already recorded the rest of the franchise. If you follow me on Twitter, I said that last night. I said the rest of the Bucs franchise has been recorded, but I'm not going to spoil anything for you because what would be the point? So anyway, we're just going to take this one game at a time. If a little bit of an update as well, I kind of may have, if we do go to the Super Bowl, if we do, I kind of figured like a schedule how this could work out. Like, I know it might interfere with Madden 16. I'm okay with that. But I'm going to push these out every single day until until it's gone, until it's over. And if it doesn't interfere, it doesn't interfere. But if it does, it does. And I'm fully prepared for it interfering with Madden 16, the Dolphins franchise. But we don't know how long that's actually going to be interfering with, because I'm going to push these out every day. I'm going to push out the Dolphins franchise immediately. So I might be up to like 4 a.m. on the midnight release of Madden. And yeah, I'll be playing that pretty much all night. So expect a couple of videos that day, maybe the Bucs franchise, and then the beginning of the Dolphins franchise as well. Maybe the first game of the Dolphins franchise the next game, and then the next day, and then the Bucs franchise in the same day. But it's going to be full force Madden in your face, whether it's Madden 16 or Madden 15. But anyway, I hope you guys like this, just see what you like here and you like what you see kind of thing. If you guys do drop a like and subscribe to me, you know, you might see more of this more often, and more Bucs franchises, more Dolphins franchise on the way. But we're going to get this game underway against the Atlanta Falcons. Peace.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a couple of big targets who will try to be key contributors in both the pass and run games today. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Falcons. Now we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 15 matchup.
Falcons, Buccaneers, coming up on EA Sports as we get set for today's Week 15 matchup.
Hello friends, Jim Nantz and Phil Simms on the scene. This matchup today is a unique one. It's about as much about being healthy as it is about winning the game as the postseason is looming. How about it? How important will it be to win here today?
Jim, you're right. It is a unique one, but we see it more and more in the NFL. Teams that get down to the last 1 or 2 games of the year where they've clinched a playoff spot. How do you approach the game? Play your starters. Give them a chance to go out there and excel. But you also, as a head coach, got to know when that time is up and take them out of the game to keep them healthy.
Matt Bosher ready to kick it away to start the game.
And we are here underway here in Raymond James Stadium for Week 15 against the between the 11-2 Buccaneers and the 2-11 Atlanta Falcons. Martinez Murphy returns that out to the 27, and here comes Mike Glennon. 18 touchdowns, 9 interceptions on the year, only 2,500 yards. But hey, I mean, it's not about the yardage necessarily with him. It's more about just limiting the turnovers, and he has done exactly that this year. He has only 9 this year in just 13 games. So I'm really proud of that, actually. One thing that I always take my pride in, just all my franchises, is, you know, if I could keep the turnovers down, then, you know, I've done my job. But obviously that hasn't really panned out in the UAB dynasty, has it? But speaking of that, that will be on the way soon. As soon as I get this franchise out of the way and start Madden 16, I know you guys are probably expecting more of the dynasty, and that is not going away. Neither is the MLB The Show Chicago Cubs franchise. That is not going away either. So you guys have really been showing the support, and I really, really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. We're still inching towards 5,000 subscribers, and you guys have been amazing towards that. And you know, we're gonna get on the board first right here with Doug Martin from about 16 yards out, and it's now 7-0 Tampa Bay. Here comes Brock Osweiler. Not really the quarterback I was expecting. I know Matt Ryan's playing on the Giants in this franchise, but Brock Osweiler really just kind of struck me. I'm like, what? Do they have like somebody not listed on their injury report or something? But hey, Brock Osweiler just threw for a 62-yard pass, and Julio Jones is the biggest threat in this game right now. BC 3rd and 18. Here is Brock Osweiler looking over the middle. It's caught by Stevie Johnson. This team has a loaded receiving core. They have Anquan Boldin, Stevie Johnson, Julio Jones, Mercedes Lewis, and a couple of other rookies on that team that are pretty big threats. But the run game is Sean Green, so that's not really saying a whole lot at this point. But anyway, you see they do get on the board here. Ted Nugent gets that field goal, makes it 7-3. But Mike Glennon, speaking of turnovers, that we were kind of talking about that earlier about how we limited turnovers. That's not really how we limit turnovers. Touchdown Atlanta Falcons thanks to that interception by Palmer, and it's now 10-7 Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons, the 2-11 Atlanta Falcons, are beating the 11-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now in the first quarter, though, nonetheless. But that's because there's, you know, one little mistake early on in the game isn't really going to cost us, especially since we're only down by 3. But we cannot get too far behind or take these guys too much for granted. They are a divisional opponent, so which means it's going to be a battle. It's always a battle between division opponents. It really is. You can't take any of them too lightly because they know you like the back of your hand, like the back of their hand. But you see Bobby Rainey, number 43, takes it from 43 yards out. It's now 14-10 Tampa Bay. They retake the lead thanks to the ground game. And looking at this, before the game, Atlanta has one of the worst rushing defenses in the NFL. So this is going to be a field day for both Bobby Rainey and Doug Martin. So continuing to pound the football up their throats and making sure that our defense does its job like we always do. So this could be either really good or really bad for our defense, because right now, look at that. Whoop! And gone. Stevie Johnson, have yourself a ball game, son. He's going to take that all the way to the house. It's now 17-14. We just started the second quarter. Usually when it's this score, like 17-14, it's usually like in the late third or beginning of the fourth. It's only the beginning of the second quarter. So expect a very high-scoring game today, apparently. That's what it's telling me anyway. 3rd down and 7. Glennon looking over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now the Falcons have the ball here once again. And they're at the 49-yard line. Here we go. Brock Osweiler has time to throw, has a lot of time to throw. Still has time. There is another receiver, and he's gone. That's Anquan Boldin. Touchdown Falcons. 24-14. 24-14 Atlanta Falcons. The 2-11 Atlanta Falcons are beating the 11-2 Tampa Bay Bucks. 24-14. What is going on? So now we got to get back to what we do best, and that is run the football. Doug Martin already has over 100 yards rushing in the game. We expect a big, big game from him. Is he, again, getting big yardage on this play? He has gotten yardage and yardage, more yardage for him. But off to Vincent Jackson on this throw, and Mike Glennon has been struggling in this game. He's only 2 for 6 for 26 yards. But when we're running the football like this, I mean, we can be okay with this. So you see Bobby Rainey pushing us to the outside again, gets another first down. He even has 77 yards on the ground so far. We already have over 200 yards rushing in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. 200 plus rushing yards by Rainey and Martin in the first half. This defense cannot stop the run to save their lives. Doug Martin, touchdown. We're back within 3. That's great. So now we begin the third quarter. 3rd down and 7 for Osweiler and the Falcons. Sean Green left side of him. Here's Osweiler dropping back. Has time up. Not anymore. As here comes Gerald McCoy for the sack. Big old bad McCoy getting there and getting the sack. So 3rd down and 1 here for the Bucks. Handoff. Doug Martin pushing through the defense. 24 carries for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. We expect more touchdowns out of him later on in this game. We'll see what he does. Handoff, Doug Martin, left or right side this time. He's pushing through, trucks the defender, and gets another first down. 172 yards on that. On today's game so far, he's been killing it. Another handoff to Bobby Rainey, and he almost makes that guy miss. But he even has 93 yards on the ground. So, man, oh, man, the ground game has been amazing so far today. Just run the football all day long. But we do not get the first or the touchdown right there. So it's going to be 4th and goal, or not, and we're not going to go for it. But we do tie the game at 3. I wasn't going to take the risk because we're already losing. And by the way that the Falcons have been passing the ball, there's no reason to take the risk. And I have my reasons. So, yeah. You see Sean Green right there getting a good pickup, about 13, 14 yards on that carry. That was probably his best carry all game, and it probably will be. But anyway, you see the passing game for Atlanta just keeps on soaring. Sorry for that little Falcons pun right there, but I mean that's what it is. It's been soaring. It's been killing it. 3rd and 14. Here's another deep pass to Julio Jones, and he is gone again. Touchdown Atlanta Falcons. It's now 31-24. Again, I will say this again. The 2-11 Atlanta Falcons are on the road beating the 11-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is unheard of. Then again, this is what happens when I take my opponent too lightly. And I was thinking like this is gonna be a cakewalk all game long, literally all game long, and then all of a sudden this shocks me, and then they got all this momentum on their side on offense, and I'm just like, I can't stop this. So it was just a big total culture shock for me, and I took it for granted. So later on, it's 3rd down and goal at the 1. Handoff, Doug Martin. He's like, fuck you, I'm gonna get my touchdown. So now it's 31-all to begin the 4th quarter. Or not to begin the 4th quarter, but we're halfway through it now. 3rd down and 1. They're going to try and hand the football off to Sean Green, but there's Levante David coming up with the stop. So now we get the ball back here at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 7 here for the Tampa Bay Bucks. They're going to hand off to Doug Martin. And what does he get? He gets another first down. 213 rushing yards today, ladies and gentlemen. 213. Amazing. Handoff, Bobby Rainey, he's got himself over 100 yards rushing. So 2 running backs. I have never done this in the history of Madden. Have I ever had a running back, or 2 running backs, one with over 200 and another one over 100. I just got that in one game today. That is amazing. The ground game is just unreal. Never in my history of playing Madden have I ever done that. Bobby Rainey on the handoff again. Timeout Atlanta Falcons. They're going to start draining timeouts here to save themselves more time, because now they know that we're going to score. So handoff Doug Martin, and we're stopped short of the first, but I'm going to go for it this time. I'm going to go for it. See if I can get it. We're only a yard away. Doug Martin's been looking really good on the ground today, and he does get the first down. So just 30 seconds left in the game here at the 1-yard line. We have Pryor in motion, handoff to the right side. It's Doug Martin. He has his 4th touchdown of the game. On 44 carries, he's got well over 250 yards so far. He has just been outstanding. So is Bobby Rainey. All game long, my guys. Just amazing. Brock Osweiler with 11 seconds to go throws a bomb, and guess who it is? It's Julio Jones. And the game is tied, ladies and gentlemen, on a Hail Mary pass. That really was just a rocket down the field. So now we go to overtime. Falcons start off with the ball. Osweiler drops back. It's a fumble. And guess who's there to pick it up? It is Levante David. He's been defensive MVP this entire game, coming up with huge stops and now recovering that fumble. 2nd and goal at the 1. Guess who it is? It's Doug Martin. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your ball game. The Buccaneers come out on top with a very, very, very shocking win. It was a culture shock today here in Tampa. It really was. But we did come out with the win. That's all that matters. We face these guys again in Week 17 in Atlanta, so we're really gonna keep ourselves on our toes on this one. But next week we take on the New Orleans Saints, and that video will be up tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So look out for it. Anyway, If you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a like. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, because I'm almost to 5,000 subscribers. And if you guys like this content, of course you should subscribe to the content you like. But anyway, I'm Sin with Vengeance. Follow me on Twitter, and there will be a stat line for you guys to see our rushing totals towards the end of the game and what we got in overall, because that would be awesome to see. But until next time, my name is Sin with Vengeance, and I am out. Peace.